Clo coming in live at the chat room. You know, we got a good show. We've been having some good shows lately, guys, and I'm real excited for the one that we're gonna do tonight. I'm sitting here with my boy Chinedu.
Yes, what's going on? Yeah, it's me. I'm finally back on the chat room, but they gave me my own segment. They gave me my own interview this time, man. I like it, man. I had to share it last time, but now I'm in here on my own, man.
Chinedu's absolutely right. We did have to share him because I wanted him to talk a lot about, you know, black businesses and things like this, but I had to bring Chinedu back because I just wanted to talk to Chinedu about what Chinedu has been doing. I heard 2015 was a great year for you, man.
Yeah, it was cool, man. It was good. Got to be on. I did TV, did movie, did radio, man. It was some good stuff off of, like, the first phase of the bucket list, man. I got some work. I did some work with CNN. Got to be on there. They actually want to bring me back for some more commentary on Donald Trump. As the days are closer, man. They like my comedy political videos. So they know they've been watching. That's cool. Did The Family Exchange. That was a movie by my good friend Kevin on Stage, the director of content at All Dev Digital out there in LA. That was fun. Great family film. Came out on Thanksgiving. Became an online personality with 979 The Box. That was dope, man. Doing videos with them. It's good, man. It's been working, man. Just the main thing, just keep working and
you've been having a hell of a year. So I can only imagine what 2016 has planned for you.
Man, I am so excited about it. I have a lot on the list this year. There is not a single day where I think I'll be just at home chilling. Like, you know, it's gonna be
as it shouldn't be. I mean, sometimes you just have to kind of grind your way out in this world, and it's gonna pay off.
Yes, man, it better, man. Cause boy, if it don't, man, whoo, my God.
So I know that you just dropped Houston the Series Season 3. Tell me a little bit, what is Houston the Series for anyone who's sleeping on Houston the Series? What is it about?
Well, first things first, thank you for mentioning it, though. I was going to find a way to plug the show myself, though, but thank you for bringing it up, man. I appreciate it. Houston the Series, it is a comedy drama, loosely based on just my everyday life and on the entertainment side. You know, of course, there's the business side, though, but I wanted to kind of show you guys the comedic entertainment side of my life and what I do. Some of it is actually based on my life. Some of it, of course, is I wrote in the script, for entertainment purposes, though. But it's just about the lives of people in Houston, 20-somethings, relationships, career, life, a lot of like things that happen in Houston that people wouldn't think happen in Houston, basically.
Houston is a big city,
yes,
and a lot of people from the Northwest think Houston is just we ride horses everywhere we go. But no, we don't. Houston is actually, we come with drama. You know, I'm wondering when someone is actually going to put a reality show in Houston. I don't understand why we don't have that.
So I remember I heard whispers about Mona Scott trying to get in here, trying to do Love and Hip Hop Houston.
Love and Hip Hop Houston.
I heard whispers about that, though.
Mona, I do want to be a part of this. This on the less ratchet side. You know, I'm always plugging in Mona, too, because, the chat room airs after Love and Hip Hop. So I'm just saying, if we could work together, Mona, I'm available. And
I mean, I believe she was trying to get it going. So I know I've heard whispers though. She hit up the Ghetto Boys, she hit up Slim Thug, she hit up LaToya Luckett. I think all of them may have turned it down because I don't
blame them.
Because I think in Houston, they make a lot of money out here though. And I don't think Mona's. I think allegedly she's paying them $1,500 per episode.
Yeah, I heard the pay is not that great.
Man, it's
out there living hip hop.
And I know this is eating up Peter Guncheck, man. Just God, man.
Peter.
How you overdraft on the check deposit, man? Golly.
When you out there popping it and getting it, I can only imagine how that works out.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, but we're not gonna talk about love. This is not about Love and Hip Hop. This is about Houston Series.
Yes, Houston the Series. It is a great all-star cast. I had a lot of people on there, a lot of characters from when it started. Season 1.
I heard you had this phenomenal, beautiful chick. Her character name is Stephanie. Tell me a little bit about her.
Stephanie, man. I will honestly say Stephanie is like a definite favorite of the whole show. Great actress, super cute, great smile, great personality, brings so much to the scenes, can do drama and comedy, and he's also host of the chat room, man.
She's also the host of the chat room. If you're not getting where we're going here, I do play on Chinedu's Houston the Series, and I play the sexy lawyer Stephanie. If you haven't been watching it, you're sleeping.
Yes,
because
man.
It's great work.
It is great work, man. Like, and for be up third season, man, make good progress. If you watch season 1, you'd be like, man, this dude must make this on the iPhone 4. But look at it now, man. You know, gotta look. You know what I'm saying? Got a budget. You know what I'm saying? Got a budget. You know, praise God, all God. It's all God. We got sponsors, and I was able to do a lot more this season. A lot more sets, makeup artists, cameraman, better lighting. I got a lot more permits cleared to film in Houston. You know, season 1 was basically just me in my apartment though, but you know, and then you progress. You know, a lot more sets and things like that. So very, very grateful for the progress we made.
Talk about that though, because I remember watching season 1, and I want to say I was probably in one scene in season 1. But when I watched all the episodes and from where you are now, I mean, tremendous growth. But just talk about how you just kind of started something and now it's just become this. You're sponsored by Chick-fil-A.
Amen. God bless.
Like,
real quick,
he is sponsored by Chick-fil-A, people. I kid you not. So talk about how do you go from recording in your apartment with absolutely nothing to now being sponsored by places like Chick-fil-A?
Well, I will honestly say, a lot of faith, a lot of prayer. None but God, but and on our side, the mortal side, you know, it's a lot of hard work, persistence. You cannot get deterred. Just just always understand that you have to get better. Can never stop learning. You have to be able to take criticism. You know, if your stuff sucks, it sucks. Just gotta accept
and
that.
And the YouTube commentators will tell you.
Oh man, I feel like they're I know some of them can be trolls over, but I feel they're necessary though. Just because you watch the stuff and you don't have to take everything they say literally or to heart, whatever though. But you get some good feedback in there sometimes, and I learned that if I want this to really take off and be serious, I got to take it more seriously though. Because the original was just it's supposed to be a spoof video, thankfully for parody laws I can't get sued by Kevin Hart, but it was originally called Real Husbands of Houston. It was a comedy. It was supposed to be just a one little episode thing I did with my friends. It's gonna be funny, but then the comments were yo, that's good. What's episode it's episode 2 and it's a month later. I'm episode 2.
I wasn't even thinking about
episode 2. So I was you know what? If you're gonna do it, I was make it a story, man. So what happened in episode 1, right up, and based off of that, and it was a good challenge, man, because my core is comedy. I don't do drama. I never wrote drama or anything like that. So it was definitely a great way to exercise that side of creativity and writing, being able to convey those type of scenes outside of comedy, because comedy, it's not easy, but I'm comfortable with that though, so it's easier. And drama, I can't take myself seriously. I'll be it's hard to take myself seriously though, but thankfully to a great cast that know how to make scenes work. It's been working, and so far we're doing really, really good. This season, this summer, we should be at Schlitterbahn this season. Schlitterbahn Galveston filming some stuff, man. It's gonna be dope.
I can't wait.
Vlog style. I know, man.
You're going to Schlitterbahn?
Yes, we're going to Schlitterbahn Galveston.
I haven't been to Schlitterbahn since I was probably 17.
17?
At 17. And you heard they're putting one of the largest water rides in Schlitterbahn Galveston.
Amen.
People talk bad about Galveston, but they trying to come up.
Hey, the thing about Galveston too, Galveston is when you want to have fun, but you only got $150. You know what I'm saying? You better make it work, man. You can do something in Galveston, man. You go to Seawall. You can barbecue. Don't get in the water though, but the beach is cool. You barbecue on there, play some games, and I heard the Mardi Gras out there is legit though.
Oh yeah.
It ain't,
it's a nice time.
I ain't trying. I'll be real. I love New Orleans. I ain't trying to drive that far out. Just to party, man. I get some bees down here, drive down 45 for about 40 minutes, and get back home, man.
There it is.
It's great.
Even if you have a drink or two, at least you trust yourself more in driving 45 minutes than 4 to 6 hours.
Exactly.
Nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. You get drunk out there, might want to fight a brother or 3. That way you at least get arrested in your state, man. In Louisiana, you gotta go back for court dates. You don't want to do that, man. You don't want to do that. It's a lot of driving.
I know me and you talk a lot about this. What type of celebrities have been reaching out to you for work?
Oh man, it's been cool. It's been cool. For me to be honest, I started with people that I grew up listening to. The fact that I go at a 979 and Mad Hatter knows who I am. Mad Hatter, to people that aren't listening, that don't live in Houston, Mad Hatter is a Houston legend. He's
like the Tom Joyner of, in a sense, Tom Joyner is our Houston, but he's kind of like the Tom Joyner of Houston.
He's been on air for what I want to say is decades. I want to say that
since it was out the womb. I feel like we've forever heard Mad Hatter on the radio,
and the fact that people like him know who I am, and then you get likes and you get messages from certain people that say, oh, that's what's funny, and you go to these events and there are people that you think would have no idea who you are, just know you, and yo, mess up was funny, man. Like you get stuff from like from like local rappers, something like Bun. I remember I ran Bun at the Breakfast Club, man. Like that was so tight. Oh my god. That.
Didn't you tell me Russell Simmons reached out to you?
Yes, we hope I'm keeping things from people. You will see African Dad on audiovisual pretty soon, hopefully, man. We're gonna keep that and we're gonna speak that into existence out there because it's in process. Hopefully everything goes through. But a good friend of mine out there, Kev on stage, is actually my mentor. He works out there too, whatever. And like I don't think Kev showed it to him or anything like that though. But like he was like one day he hit me up like, hey yo, Russ like African Dad. I was like, oh for real? He's like, yeah, here he is right here. He got on the phone. I was hello? Yeah, man. He just told me, you know, he just said he liked it. It's funny. Keep working. You know, continue to build a following. And, you know, we might be able to, you know, work together. And I was like, that threw me off because it was like Tuesday. And then and it happened, man. Like I just got home, man. Like I think I was trying to figure out like what I'm doing because I made a peanut butter jelly sandwich, no peanut butter though. So I'm making a jelly sandwich. All my fingers on Russell Simmons on the phone. I'm like, okay. Yeah, man. I would love to go out there and meet you and work with you though. So it was an awesome experience, and the fact that they've seen African Dad and they know what the content is and they like it it's just a great feeling.
Where's African Dad been? I feel like it's been a minute since we've seen African Dad. Where is he at?
I made one like early January, and I put it out there though. But I try to put them out every couple of weeks though. But I think because it's been a minute because the Houston series though kind of kept a little bit of my time. Mm-hmm. But there's another one coming out. I want to say within the next 7 or 8 days.
Gotcha.
Probably 2 because like I like to like make sure I keep him out there though because he is one of my flagship series as part of my content and my brand. You know, I love that character. Love doing it. Love writing those scripts. I work with those people. And I love that people love African Dad, man.
Tell us, how did African Dad get started? Is he a complete replica of your father?
I want to say almost. Yeah, almost yeah. Like what it is, like what it is, it's just based off of my experiences with my dad and just real stories though. Just about every African Dad you guys have seen is based on some kind of truth that's happened. Like I don't think I've made up an African Dad 100% yet. I think if I did, it was probably maybe one, but all of them are based on some kind of truth. Like every single one of them. Like.
In your opinion, which one to you, when you were little, just blew your mind? Because I think my favorite African Dad had to be the one where your cousin wanted to be a rapper. Someone wanted to be a rapper, and African Dad was just like, you know, rap the CD for me in front of me. Like, what is your most memorable experience with your dad?
I definitely want to say when they caught one of my cousins smoking marijuana. Like, I think that was actually that was actually the African Dad. That was the first one that went viral that hit 80,000 views and was like, people was like, yo, there it is. That's what's really good, whatever. Like that one.
And that was based off of true.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit. Come on, for people who have not seen this specific episode, what is it about?
I had to be. I think I was 16, and I was there with my cousins and my uncles, and they got a call from the principal. They put on speaker like my uncle. At the time, like my dad and my uncle, like they were, he was helping them get justice in the country, whatever though. So like they would call his phone for any issues with the kids, whatever. So he put it on speaker. My dad was working. So yeah, we caught such and such in the bathroom smoking marijuana. We'll let you know that we did some home with a note, and we'll make sure that you got it and all that. And like by the time, as soon as they heard marijuana, like I want to say they hung up the phone immediately and just beat the mess out of this boy. Like the handstand, like there's a scene where the character Dene is standing in the handstand. They made him stay like that for probably like a good 10 minutes. They wanted all the blood rush his head.
Seriously,
yes.
That is a true story.
Yes.
They made him stand on a handstand.
Handstands, frog jumps. You gotta sit on cardboard on your knees with rice on it, holding books. This is real. Like it's like it's real. You gotta stand in the corner with like on one foot with one toe with like one finger pointing on the ground. And if you move, you get popped. Like it's real. And punishments got real, man. And it was so funny because it went off for like 2-3 months. Like every day it was a different.
So it didn't end the day.
No, it was every day for like 2 months. So like we'll eat food and like he would get grass. They made him eat. He ate grass. Like it was like spinach like that. My uncle's like, you like green? You eat nothing but green the whole time. You know, the whole place. Like everything he ate was green. It was like spinach with pickles, avocado with pickles, but that's it. And like he would get like a little like square of meat just to keep him alive. That's it. and the meat was green, man. I don't know what kind of meat it was, but I was like, remembering these stories, and at the time I was trying to develop my channel, I was like, I need something that's authentically me, because I would do current topics and trending topics and things like that, but that's not really me. I like skits, so I found one of my old African outfits, and I just put it on. I just like, oh, let me give it a try. Let me try one, and that one it hit 100 views the first day. At the time, I was like, oh man, oh my God, you got 100 views in the first day, man. Wait a minute. So like I said, like, I'm gonna do one once a month, and like each one just get, it got more and more views. First started with a couple hundred, then a couple thousand, then a couple tens of thousands, then I had one that hit 80,000, and like, and then I found like it got picked up by different networks overseas, on like the Afrocentric type networks, on their online platforms. And actually around 420 is the only one, a lot of marijuana companies like telling me they share my video.
Marketing is marketing.
Yeah, man.
Like, get it how you get it.
Yeah, I remember that they put me on the front page of the website for a while, man. The comments were just hilarious stuff, man. They were like, please make more African dads, and I got that so much in my comments. And that was my first form of real feedback from somebody that was like, yo, we love this. I was like, yo, I'm gonna keep it going. So fast forward, African Dad ended up being a family exchange movie. That's, watch out there in LA, and this summer I'm making African Dad the movie. So
I can't wait for this. I've never seen a bad African dad. I've never not laughed at an African dad, because I know Chinedu real well, and he always tells me all these stories of African dad are true.
They're true.
They're true. Not one is made up. Has it gotten better with you and your dad? Do you think your dad still like punishes you in a way that when you were little, or is he kind of calmed down?
I think now, since I'm more grown, it's more long lectures, and it's about really just getting at you. Like if like I felt we gone from like physical like beatings to like just verbal clapback. That's all. Just let you know that you're stupid, and let them know how you feel about you, and then you go about your day. Like my dad will call me over to like, I live probably about a good hour and a half away from my dad. So I was have an hour and a half to have a conversation with him that he could talk to me about over the phone. It's basically telling me, this is dumb, don't do this, and this. I need you to do this, do that. And let me tell you why you need to do this. And this is why this is dumb. And then 3 hours later, now you can go home. So that's how that is now.
Has he seen African Dad?
Actually, yes. Like at first, I didn't tell him I was doing it. I didn't tell him I was doing it. But some of my younger siblings, they're at the house watching it, and they still like my dad remarried, had other kids, beautiful 3 kids, Dury, Dome, and Shemeka. Those my younger siblings. They're watching at home. Yes, they're watching at home, and they're cracking up. My dad, what are you watching? Is that Chief? They call my nickname's Chief with my dad and things like that. It's like, is that Chief? Hey, Chief, look at you. Then my dad, he called me. So that's me. I was like, who? Huh? You saw it? So at first it was a little weird at first though, but after he saw them getting spins, and after he saw me really working it, and trying to making it into a platform where I can get make more business deals and continue to get more work on the film side, and he was like, okay, that's cool, no problem. Keep it going.
Did he ever see you as this comedian? What was your dad's plans for you?
My dad wanted me to be a doctor, just like most Nigerian kids. Whether you're full blood, half or a quarter, doctor, pharmacist, nurse, that's it. Maybe
anything in the medical field.
Yeah, anything in the medical field. Because it's the guaranteed route. It's the guaranteed money. And for a long time, I was on my way to being a doctor. Like I went to UH, enrolled in. I went in there majoring in biology, minoring in chemistry. I took the first organic chemistry was what made me realize, you probably don't want to be a doctor. Right?
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, I got a B. That was the hardest B I ever had to earn in my life. Like organic chemistry is basically one problem is like 4 pages to prove it. And no, 4 pages to solve it, and then half a page to prove it for like one problem. And your exam's like 20 of these. So you sitting there like about to cry.
You say that and my head hurts.
Yeah, man, it was definitely hard, and I've always loved comedy. In high school, I did stand up. I did any club that would allow a minor to go into work. So did that, graduated, doubled in business and psychology. Had these degrees, thinking I was good. I'm gonna give me a $70K a year job ASAP, and then 3 months later, I was like, okay, maybe that was a little too high.
Goes a little too high.
Maybe do 40. 40. And then more time passed. He's like, okay, well,
I'll take this 25.
Yeah, man. Just dang.
Just give me some benefits.
Yes. So, And then all the jobs you did want, it's like go to grad school. And I looked at it like, okay, another 60,000 in the hole, or spend this 1,000, get this camera, a couple hundred, get these lights, get this equipment, and invest in yourself. And I'm glad I made that decision. So it's still, I'm still working, but it's getting better though.
Right, right. So tell me, how do you feel about these famous Instagrammers and people who do Vine and things of that nature, who are now on shows like Wild 'N Out and hosting awards and things of that nature? People who just kind of funny, they don't study the craft, they're just naturally funny, but they're getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars. But for someone like you and me who are actually studying the craft and working, it takes a little longer for us to get to where we want to be. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, I mean, like, I just like with that, like, I can't understand the frustration that on the side of people. We're still, we got grinded out. We didn't get that one video and then just shot straight to the top out of nowhere. Because especially in comedy, there's a big issue over like how like comics feel about other like social media stars getting on, because they feel like they're skipping the steps of like paying dues in the industry, stand up, working the circuits,
getting booed off stage.
Yeah.
I feel like you're not a real comedian if you don't get booed, or if you're not slandered in your comment. Like, I just feel like you're not there.
And it's the truth, and like no disrespect to any social media stars, because like there are a lot of them doing their thing. And I'm proud of everybody that's making a lane for themselves, because at the core of it, I feel that we're in a time now where we have the ability to use these tools to make a lane for ourselves, and like I don't blame anybody for doing it. You know what I'm saying? Man, if I was them, man, I would not turn down none of these gigs, man, at all. So I'm salute to all of them though, but at the core of it, all comedians will tell you, even the ones that are social media stars, they're working on stand-up though, because they know at the core of it, if you want to be successful in this arena though, that's a part of it that you have to do. Even though some of the top guys don't do it anymore, like the Jamie Foxxes or the Eddie Murphys, and pretty soon the Kevin Hart's, because he said this is his last one. They had to, that's the foundation of it though. That's how you essentially sell your brand, because videos are great, but they can only take you so far in terms of people knowing who you are, what your brand is. Stand-up is a way that they can really connect with you in your life. Like Kevin Hart, he hit next level because he talked about his life, what he went through, and like
he was authentic.
Yeah, it's authentic, and people can connect with that. You can make a video about anything, but your stand-up is essentially, that is your real introduction to your audience, so they can get to know who you really are. But on the end of people that haven't done stand-up, that are already on, I still salute, man, because it's
yeah, I know it's not easy, and I know I was a huge fan of Vine before my phone deleted it. Now I can't think of my password to get it back. Thanks, Apple. But I was a huge fan of Vine, and the little, like, how long did it take? 7 seconds. You have 7 seconds to make this video, and then all of a sudden you're just getting views, hits, fans, and I'm like, I commend you. I definitely commend you, because that comes product placements. People are going to pay you to sponsor them and things of that nature. So I think it's incredible, but at the same time, it's just like, I know there's a lot of people out there who are just really wanting to be in that position, really working on this craft. I heard a radio commercial on 93.7 The Beat. That's a radio station here in Houston, and it was like, if you have over 100,000 followers, let us take your careers to the next level. And I'm like, dang, I need 100,000 followers for y'all to just know my name. Like, what if I just need a job?
I know a lot of people out here that have large followings, maybe not 100,000 though, but in the tens of thousands. And like, yeah, they get 2,000-3,000 likes, but when they're trying to sell their products and things like that, there's no sales.
Exactly.
Because then people forget to, a lot of people that are on Instagram are like, they're kids too. Like, they're not going, some kids
not throwing them checks.
Yeah, like they ain't finna buy stuff, whatever. And for the people that are, that are extra X-rated, you may have teens that follow you though, but like they're not old enough to buy the product or go to the shows you might be at. So
you're right. You're absolutely right. I didn't even put two and two together. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, it's and a lot of the times when companies, they kind of reach out to those people though, they one of the things they want to do is get that person in there, kind of feel out what age demographic they attract the most and how can they capitalize on that. And and then too, unfortunately, you have people that use generators. I don't advise it.
Generators is people who buy their followers.
Yeah,
okay.
They buy them, and they're some of them are just empty email accounts and stuff like that though. And like I really feel I know You know, and I know some people can get tempted to do that though, because people want to throw you that stuff left and right. Or build your following, you get 100,000 followers in an hour, and this and this, and it's like I strongly advise against it because you're just lying to yourself.
Yeah.
You don't have a real audience. You're putting jokes and content out for nobody.
For nobody.
Just for your own ego. And I mean, and honestly, and I don't do this for my ego. I really do this because I love it, and I want this to be able to take care of my family. I want this to take care of my family to where like if my lady don't want to work, she don't have to. You know,
and that's how the world should be.
That's really what I want, because I really want it to be where like when my mom retires, I can do everything I can for her, and she doesn't have to worry about anything. You know, and in this insta famous kind of generation we're in now, man, I think people are forgetting that. Like, at the end of the day, man, if it's not making dollars or some type of profit, you need to like reprioritize what you're doing and refocus it, because you're not doing it right.
Right, because how many followers do you have on Instagram?
Honestly, I have 1,700 followers on Instagram.
1,700. But can you please quickly list? I'm gonna give you time to think about it, and I want you to really come out and tell me everybody who sponsors Chinedu. I know Chinedu, but I want you guys to know Chinedu, and I want him to tell you who he's sponsored by. Let's go.
I'm thinking, I'll start at the very, very beginning. I mean, because a lot of them too have to do with Houston series. Shout out to Houston series, man. That's a
phenomenal show.
Yes.
If you haven't seen it, it's up on YouTube.
Yes. Good stuff. Your whole family can watch it. You know, I'm gonna get to that too. But we'll start with Glaze, the donut cafe, located off of OSC. Shout out to them. Home of the maple bacon, one of the best donuts in Houston.
I call it a heart attack on a donut, but I've heard great things about the maple bacon donut.
Maple bacon, delicious. Frenchie's chicken.
He is sponsored by the great Frenchie's chicken. For all my global listeners out here, Frenchie's is the staple fried chicken here in Houston. If you
ever get a chance to come to Houston, Frenchie's chicken is delicious. And if you go back and see season 1, they let me film an episode in there, gave me free chicken for the scene. It was good, man. It was dope, man. Big shout out to Frenchie's chicken. Also, another great chicken establishment, Chick-fil-A.
He is sponsored by Chick-fil-A. How many of you will want free chicken sandwiches and nuggets just when you can?
Yeah,
that is a blessing, Chinedu.
They have catered 2 seasons of my show, and I really appreciate it whenever I film. My actors look forward to coming out to getting nuggets, the chicken salad sandwiches, the delicious tea. Amen.
Chinedu thinks I like him, but it's really for the free chicken nuggets.
Hopefully next season we'll get the frost lemonades in, because it is gonna be hot when we film again. It's gonna be hot when we film again, man. It'll be summer, so I definitely want that out there. Dave & Buster's they let me film an episode of season 2 there. Great people at Dave & Buster's. I filmed an episode of the Downtown Aquarium, the Houston Zoo, Papa's Bros, Papacitos also catered the season 3 filming. Much love to them, great organization. And Mountain Dew also I gave them a shameless plug on episode 1. I ain't gonna lie. So I'll be real. When y'all watch it, y'all gonna be ashamed of me, man. I'll be so real, but straight up. But much love to them.
I didn't even know Mountain Dew was still making soda.
Man, hey.
To be quite honest, nothing against you, Mountain Dew. I think you have a great product.
Yeah, hey.
I just completely forgot about
Shout out to Pepsi, because they're owned by PepsiCo, so that's all. But you'll see Pepsi products in the show. Big shout out to PepsiCo, by the way. 97.9 has been a great. They've shown so much love to the series. The awesome Amir Diamond on Late Night Hype was in episode 1. Much love to Jimbo, Chile, JJ, GT Man, J-Mac, the legendary Mad Hatter, Cooper, Jonathan Cook, Erica Candley, everybody just there, just so much love. So I mean, just a lot of love from them. Big shout out to them in Radio 1. Who else is, and also, and last but certainly not least, the awesome dealership Sterling McCall Toyota. You will see a shameless plug for Sterling McCall Toyota later on this season, though. But they're a great company. They're allowing me to use some of their cars for the filming of season 3. So if you see me riding any type of fly whip, understand that is not mine. It belongs to McCall still, but they're an awesome organization. They've shown so much love and support, and I'm grateful to all the companies that have sponsored, shown love, and
all of this is with just a mere 1,700 followers. On Instagram.
Yeah, 1,700 followers on Instagram. I have I have a couple thousand YouTube subscribers. Probably like 1,500 Facebook friends though, but The great Eric Thomas has always said, you know, sometimes you may have, you know, average skill, but phenomenal will will always persevere and get you to the next level, because you have to look at it from a business sense though, and it gets to this point of my product being, I would say, quote unquote PG, just because I choose, you know, I don't really custom my content, you know, I choose to talk about sexual content in a certain way where, you know, some people kind of let it all hang out. I don't. I want it to be where if your kids walk in watching while you watch my videos, you ain't finna just flinch and flip out and try to
like you're watching porn or something.
Yeah. And so it's just it's all about, you know, family friendly content, and more along the lines of what Sinbad did. If you look back at the Sinbad stand up, he talked about everything: drugs, sex, infidelity, everything. But he did it in a way to where your kids are right there laughing with you, and you didn't feel awkward about hearing this type of topics being discussed. So that's how I want my product to be, you know. And I'm sure later on down the line, you know, I have stuff that's rated R content. I do, but I feel right now it's important for me to establish myself as a very good family friendly brand that people can all watch, you know, all ages, all races, and that it's just something that's just good quality entertainment. Then once I build all that stuff up, then you don't get the right stuff, man. It's gonna be good later on down the line. But in the meantime, I tell people family friendly is key. You gotta stop cussing from some of the people. Like, a lot of people I know have huge followings though, but you ask them who can they get sponsored by, or what company want to invest. Companies don't want to invest in that type of stuff. Like, I understand we live in the age where we think, you know, we extra liberal and stuff like that. Reality is we're not necessarily not. We're not that liberal to where a company will want to sponsor, you know. Well, not many companies want to just endorse a person that's just, you know, talking about sex and cussing and clowning and, you know, all that every video. It just doesn't work that way, you know, because you can't air that on television. And you can't cuss and clown on television, so it's just, this is how it is.
What's been the hardest part of your journey?
Oh, man. I definitely want to say understanding that patience really is a virtue. It's you have to understand that some people, they can blow up overnight. They can, and to those people, I still salute, man. I'm happy for them, because at the end of the day, you want to make it. To me, if you make it over a course of a couple years, or you make it over a course of overnight, regardless, that you made it.
Right.
And what matters is most is that once you get it, is what you do with it. And if people don't take advantage of it, you know, hey, they do what they did though. But if somebody happened to get it and then they running with it, I salute.
You know, it's funny that you say that, because that's exactly. So what's coming up for Chinedu in the future? Like, what can we expect? I mean, you had a hot 2015. When I say hot, you had a hot. Can you top it in 2016? I
am going to do my best. I have a lot of things in the work down the pike. The first thing is that I will be performing at the Improv next month. I need to confirm the date though, but big shout out to the great people at the Improv. I filmed the Comedy Poetry Awards there, and I talked to the people behind the scenes there, you know, showed them my work, and they was like, "Yo, we definitely love to have you on stage, man." So I appreciate them for letting me do that, because I'm still working on my material for my comedy stand-up album that I'm releasing this year. It's called My Name Is Chinedu. It is going to be it's going to be a lot on the album. It's going to be my stand-up, along with unreleased skits that I will never release on my YouTube channel, and an audio album where it's different skits and, you know, different parts of my sound for different venues that I've done. It's just it's all in one, man. You got,
check you out, Chinedu.
Yes, it is. You got audio, you got video. You can pop it in your car, put it in your iPod, listen to the audio tracks while you work out, or you could watch the stand-up. And there's also the skits that it'll probably be about five plus skits on there that I will never release on my YouTube channel. They're gonna have a lot of great features on there. I'm also working on my Teacher Thoughts live show. If you guys have never seen my channel, I have a series called Teacher Thoughts. This is about an honest perspective of a teacher in a funny format. I'm doing that this year. I'm still deciding on ticket prices though. I want to make it free, but if I can't, for obvious reasons though, you know, venues, things like that, food, and, you know, preparation, caterers, and, you know, staff. But if I do have to charge, it won't be a lot. It won't be a lot for per tickets though. But I'm getting that started. That's a different variation of my stand-up for a teacher, from a teacher perspective. Also, just to have great speakers in line. You know, a great motivational speaker to come in and talk to the teachers though. You know, because it's all about keeping teachers motivated, because they don't get paid what they should get paid to work with these kids.
Not at all.
And this is a program, a platform that I hope to continue to for teachers all throughout Houston, and hopefully take this on the road. And after that, the movie on the way. Houston Series Season 4, my work in 979. You will see a lot of skits from me with a lot of people from 97.9, Magic 102, and Boom 92. Shout out to Radio 1. Much love to
Radio 1. Give me a job. Give me a job. We can make the chat room global. That's all I'm saying.
I'm telling you, and it's just all about just working. Like, you just cannot stop working. Like, I really like had to do a lot of self. I do a self journey. Just look at myself and just look at people that I admired and like, yo, what is in them? What makes them great? And doing what they do, waking up early, not being afraid to put new ideas out. You know, working, keeping certain goals in mind, not being lazy. Just not being lazy.
Who do you look up to the most in this comedic world?
Oh man, one of them. Well, honestly, I definitely look up first. I can't say first and foremost, man. When you'd asked me this 3 years ago, I told you Bill Cosby. To be honest, like I don't, and it's very hard because, and I don't mean to bring it down the subject though, but a lot of comedians can't talk about the subject though because it's very hard because. Man, I put it this way, man. I remember at one point you say, "Oh, Camille," and it'd be funny, man. Now that's like Predator. That's like creepy, like creepy now.
People look at you with that eye real quick, like.
But, aside from what the allegations and things that's going on with him and his
work is still his work,
and his actions, his work is still his work. Watching his moves, what he did with I Spy and the Cosby Show, and in his early stand-up albums, for people that don't really know that much about, Cosby was. I felt Cosby was a wild boy back then. You watch the stand-ups, you're like, what, did he really say that? But aside from Cosby, Sinbad, of course, Robert Townsend, Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence. Who else? Oh, Bernie Mac, my guy. Bernie Mac, like I remember.
Rest in peace to Bernie Mac. I mean, hilarious.
Yes.
He kind of reminds me of you. I remember back in the day, he was always.
Yes.
He kind of reminds me of you. I remember back in the day, he was always hoping and praying for his own show and stuff. Again, everybody else has a show but me.
And finally got it.
And he got it.
And I think his show ended up running longer than everybody else's show too.
Bernie Mac show was classic.
Yeah, classic. Also, Louis C.K., Jerry Seinfeld. Bill Burr, and I mean forget Patrice O'Neal, and I want to say that real quick too. If y'all get a chance, I know a lot of people hate Hannibal Buress. They hate him a lot. I just want to say, just for the record, I don't believe Hannibal Buress meant to destroy Bill Cosby. For one, if this is what Bill Cosby did, then Bill Cosby destroyed Bill Cosby.
Exactly.
Let's just be real about that. Okay, if he did this, so these were his actions. What Hannibal Buress did was tell a joke in a comedy club and someone pulled a cell phone out. It wasn't meant to get out of that comedy club. As a comic, we do sets all the time where we say things we don't use in our stand-ups. We just do it for that crowd, how we feel that crowd's energy is, things like that, and it's not anything that wasn't already out there. You can Google it. He said Google Bill Cosby rape. It's already on there.
I mean, he has admitted to rape.
Yeah, in his book, like, when I first read that book, and I mean, I don't mean to put on Bill Cosby, though, but we're here, man, we're going to talk about it, but with Bill Cosby, like, when I read about the Quaaludes, at the time when I read it, because this is years ago, before all this stuff came out, where I didn't know all this stuff was going on, I thought essentially Quaaludes were essentially the Mollies back in the day. So, for sure, he was shit on his wife. I mean, that's no question. Mm-hmm. But to me, I thought, he was sure was shit on his wife, man. That's a question, but... I thought Bill was just like a wild boy, taking drugs, sleeping with these chicks. They doing it, like Playboy lifestyle. And other comics, if you go back, I ain't gonna say which comics. So if you look back at interviews and what they talk to you or they're asked about Bill Cosby, they'll tell you some real stuff like D.L. Hughley's experience with Bill Cosby wasn't that great. A lot of the Waynes wasn't that great. You do interviews like a lot of like old school dudes that you would have thought would have stood up for Cosby, didn't. Mm. And it kind of makes you wonder, what do they know about him that we don't know? So,
right.
But again, I'm not trying to diss anybody in it, though. That's just what it is.
Well, we are wrapping up. I hate to leave Chinedu just because I love talking to him.
Man.
He inspires me more than anything just to work hard. I kid you not, this man wakes up at, what do you wake up, 4:30?
Around 4.
Around 4 every morning to get his day started. Like that, incredible. But we have to wrap it up. And once again, this has been one hot episode of the chat room. Hot. On fire.
Buy some jacket off, man. Wait a minute. Let me not do that because my shirt's tacky. I'm fine. My shirt ain't tacky. I ain't tacky.
You guys know what to do. You know what it is. You can go to the.chat.room on Instagram. The website is up. If you haven't peeped, thechatroomradio.com.
Can I say one thing?
What's up?
Y'all straight up like Chloe Alexander, y'all, is one of the dopest people that I know, for real. Like,
I'm pretty dope.
Yes, like y'all pay attention to her, okay, for real, because like she is going to be I'm saying she's gonna be a major name in radio and entertainment, for real, because this girl knows how to lead on her own, knows how to like be on a team and all that though.
I can do it myself.
She can do it herself.
I don't need a Charlamagne.
I'm telling you,
I do love you, Charlamagne.
Yeah, no, she's a videographer too, and all that, man. She can do all this herself, man. So she's gonna be a big name, man. She's probably gonna be bigger than me, man. I ain't gonna lie, man.
I appreciate it. We'll be big together. I got you.